Good afternoon, everyone. This is Beth Bronder with ACCE. We're going to get started as soon as I see the majority of the participants are coming in the door. I'll tell you a little bit about today's session. Today, we're going to be looking at how Facebook tools support small business members and specifically creating deeper connections with Facebook Messenger. Before I introduce our presenter today, I want to cover a few housekeeping items. First of all, this is a 20-minute express session, so it's going to feel pretty fast-paced to you and fairly tight. We do allow for about 5 or 10 minutes before the next set of sessions starts, and that'll be at 2:30. Everyone is muted today, and the best way to communicate with us is through the chat. So as questions come to mind, please go ahead and put them in the chat, and we'll leave at least 5 minutes at the end to get to your questions. If we don't get to your questions, we will make sure that we follow up, or you could go to the Facebook profile page for more information there. The session today will be recorded, and it will be available within about 12 to 15 hours on the website. So if you have any colleagues that weren't able to make it, please feel free to share that with them. And so now it is my pleasure to introduce to you one of the lead trainers from Facebook, a gentleman by the name of Tristan Sutton, who I've had the pleasure of working with before. Tristan's going to be our presenter today, and I'm going to ask him to take it away. I'll see you back for Q&A at about the 15-minute mark. Tristan?
All right. Thank you, Beth. I appreciate it. And thank you all for having me here today. So today we're going to talk about how to create deeper connections with Messenger. But first, let me talk to you about Facebook and our mission to support small business owners standing together with you through the ups and downs of growing a business. We're committed to helping you navigate your challenges with the tools and solutions you need to get your ideas found so that you can make an impact on the world. As Beth said, I'm Tristan Sutton, based out of Houston, Texas, and I'm a marketing strategist and a consultant, and I work with the small business team with Facebook. And I'm excited you took time out of your busy schedule to come here today to learn how to use Facebook Messenger to grow your business. So let's talk about what we're going to talk about briefly or learn briefly in this session. First, you're going to learn how to use Messenger to connect with your customers and potential customers. Then we're going to talk about how we can help customers find you easier with Messenger. Then how you can engage with your existing customers with messages, or also known as DMs, as the cool kids say it these days. And then lastly, how to manage your communications efficiently with our Facebook Business Suite. That's going to put a lot more time back in your calendar so you can do more things that you enjoy. So let's talk about people spending a lot of time online. We know that social media, the internet, is where a lot of people are hanging out these days. They use it to connect with friends, family members, and things that matter to them. This includes discovering and engaging with businesses, small and large. Messaging between people and businesses is widespread and growing very quickly. In fact, over 3.1 billion people use Facebook, WhatsApp, Instagram, or Messenger each month worldwide. Once again, it's 3.1 billion with a B. Do me a favor in the chat section, type 3.1 billion, just to make sure you understand the magnitude and the access you have with this tool. Now, all small business owners can use Messenger to connect with their customers where they are already spending their time on our platforms. Small businesses can connect with customers on Messenger to do several things. One, raise awareness. Let people know more about your business, what you have to offer, and specials that you have coming up. Next, you can use Messenger to generate leads. It's easy to identify interested customers, engage them with conversations to help bring them further down the funnel and help you increase your conversions. Next, Messenger is great to help you increase your sales. You can keep customers updated about your offers, your promotions, discounts, and things of that nature. That way they can always keep you top of mind. And lastly, you can provide support to your existing customers as well as potential customers via communication through Messenger quickly and efficiently. Saves you time from having to handle phone calls and emails while you're in the middle of running your business. Now, Messenger makes it easy to have conversations with customers, old and new, and build a custom presence for your specific business. If you're already managing a Facebook business page for your business, you should also already have direct access to Messenger. So let's walk through that real quick. First, to enable people to contact your page privately, go to your page settings. You'll see a little gear at the top right. So I'll give you all a second to do that. Look for the gear at the top right. Once you locate that gear, tap on it. And then what you're looking for is the section that says General. Once you found that, click on that. And once you've done that, you'll see on under the Messenger option. You'll want to toggle that on. And this is what's going to allow people to send messages to your Facebook business page, not your personal profile, but your business page, okay? So now that we've gotten that done, let's discuss the button that goes on your page. There are many organic ways to tell people that they can communicate with your business, even if they're not on Messenger. So for instance, when you see the send message call to action button on your Facebook business page, you can set this call to action to direct people on Facebook to take actions that are valuable to your specific business. So in this case, you can encourage people to start a conversation with you on Messenger. Now, when people tap on the send message call to action button, it's going to appear at the top of your page, a Messenger thread or kind of like a chat log will open up automatically, and you can start communicating with them instantly. You can also make it easy for people who aren't on Facebook to start a Messenger chat with your business. Now, I'm going to say this out loud for you, but if you want to type it in chat, it's m.me. Once again, m.me. And these m.me links provide an entry point into the Messenger dialog and can be used with a QR code to open a chat directly with your Facebook page. So this is important because some of your customers may not be on Facebook, but they can still have a Messenger conversation with you, which is a Facebook tool to help you with your business. To make it easier for people to start these conversations with your business, promote your unique Messenger link on your website, email campaigns, and in digital newsletters. And if you have a storefront, you can have little signs around your brick and mortar restaurant, your building, your office, or things of that nature. Your m.me link comes from the name of your Facebook page. So for example, a business like Lucky Shrub would use the URL m.me/Lucky Shrub. When someone visits that link, it will automatically start a Messenger conversation with that business. Now, since the Messenger link uses your page username, you'll need to change your page username to edit the link going forward. You can also use plugins to send people from your website directly to a Messenger conversation with your business. So for instance, we've probably all seen a little chat widgets on different websites we go to. Let's look at the Facebook chat plugin. The chat plugin enables you to integrate your Messenger experience directly on your website or even your landing page. This helps your customers to interact with your business anytime with the same personalized, rich media experience they get in Messenger, all without having to leave your website. So they don't have to go to your website, then go to Facebook. They can have a direct conversation with you with this plugin if it's on your website. Now, when you see the Send the Messenger button, it's a great feature to add to your website or landing page to make sure that you're capturing those opportunities. This plugin provides people with the option to receive information from you via Messenger as opposed to calling or waiting on an email, things like that. And later on, we're going to talk about some way to automate the communication. So once again, it puts more time back into your schedule. This also could be great for transactional notifications like receipts, confirmation, shipping alerts, and things that are like that. So once you see this checkbox plugin, you'll see that it's similar to the Send Messenger plugin, but it's optimized for forms. So if you want to collect data and things of that nature. This plugin enables you to display a checkbox for people at the checkout or on other forms on your website or tabs that they can opt in to receive messages from your business directly in Messenger. You can also use it for about any form-based flow on your website, including e-commerce sites where you'd like to send receipts and or order updates, and even event RSVPs or sign-up forms as more people are going out and having in-person events or even conferences or virtual conferences like this. To connect with even more people, you can also try a paid solution like ads that click to Messenger. Ads that click to Messenger send people from ads in the Facebook ad account directly to a Messenger communication field. You can use these ads to generate leads, increase transactions, and answer questions, and even offer support. So to kind of help you wrap your mind around that concept, you can use a Facebook ad to where when they click on the ad on their newsfeed, it automatically opens a messenger conversation for you, as opposed to sending them to your website or your form and things like that. It's also important to know that ads that click the messenger work across advertising objectives, meaning you can choose the objective that best reflects your desired business outcome. To make this happen, all you have to do is go to Ads Manager and create a messenger ad, and then you're off to the races. You can also communicate with customers with our new business inbox in Messenger. So we've kind of made some upgrades for you to make things simple. Simply toggle between your personal and your business accounts in the Messenger app to respond to customer messages. That way you don't have to go to several different apps. It's all in one centralized place. Once again, put more time back in your schedule. Businesses can also choose to receive notifications in the Messenger app to remind them to respond to customers in a timely manner. People are really sensitive about quick responses. So the more you get a chance to respond quicker and efficiently, the more customer engagement you'll get, the better warm and fuzzies they'll get about your business and your customer service level. Sending messages can be a powerful tool to build and maintain relationships with customers. Clients always like communication, especially when it's at a level where they're at, and also a platform they're on consistently. Now, as we explore the tools you can use for messaging, let's also discuss how to communicate with customers and provide them with the support that they need. Learning more about your customers can enable you to customize their shopping experience. When you reply to messages from customers, make your responses personal to help enhance your connections. Meaning if you know their first name, their last name, their birthday, favorite color, what they just did, just make it personable so they once again, they get those warm and fuzzies when they do business with you. Now, to make this happen, you can revisit previous conversations you've had with them to help inform them of your future marketing campaigns, sales, offerings, and things of that nature. To do this, simply tap your customer's name to open your previous chats. It's kind of like a chat log, right? This acts like a stored database for you, so you can look at your previous history, your previous communications, and we can get a better understanding of what your customer wants, needs, and things like that, and what you've also already provided them. Then use that knowledge to personalize your communications with them. For example, you can provide a special discount to someone based on items they've asked about in the past. Automated greetings can provide a friendly welcome to people who are connecting with you on Messenger and inform people on how to interact with your business before they actually send their first message to you. Some people may message your business expecting to get answers to questions that you might not be able to address via messaging. If you respond to 90% of your messages within the first 15 minutes, everybody do me a favor, in the chat section, type 15 minutes, you'll earn a very responsive to messages badge, which appears prominently on your page near the About section. Remember, efficiency is key. As I wait for you all to type that in, this is very important because when people come to your page, they're trying to figure out who you are, what type of business owner you are, and what type of service you provide. And when that badge shows up and shows that you're efficiently and quickly responding to people, that gives them a little bit more comfortable and gives you more opportunities to create more sales for your business using these tools. All right, so here's how to set up greetings from your Facebook business page. Not your personal profile, but your business page. First, go to the settings section. You'll see that when you go to your page. If you're on laptop or desktop, it's going to be at the bottom left. And then you'll see select messaging. So once you see that, click that option. All right, give you all a second. And now once you've done that, you're going to toggle to show a messenger greeting to on under starting a messenger conversation. Then click change, which will enable you to edit the greeting. So some of you may have had this on, but for those of you not, this is exactly how you do it. And then once you're done, you're going to click the save button, and then voila, you've already set this up for your business going forward. Now, let me ask you this. Are a lot of people that message your business asking the exact same questions? Like, what are your business hours? What's your phone number? What's your address? How does your return policy work? Anytime you notice a trend or pattern in questions, consider creating saved replies. So these are basically canned or pre-written responses you can use to answer common questions quickly. And once again, put more time back in your schedule. So if someone always asks, what are your hours? You can have a response that automatically will send them a nice greeting. Hey, thanks for asking. Our store hours from Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. And then versus having to manually type that every single time if you get the same question 5 times a day. So let's talk about how we can set these save replies up from your business page. First things first, go to your inbox and then click Insert Saved Reply. Give you all a second, go to your inbox and click Insert Saved Reply. This shows you your replies that you currently have saved and also provides the option to create brand new ones. So if you already have someone saved, this is where they're stored. If you want to create a brand new one, this is where you would go to locate, edit, and implement those. Next, you'll see if you create a new save reply, you can also personalize it and add things like the first name of the recipient, a photo, your website, things of that nature. When you receive a message, your save replies will be available to send as quick replies. So once again, instead of having to manually type the response each time, if it's going to be the same answer, this is going to make a quick and efficient way so you can focus on working on your business and not in your business. Now, if you know you're not going to be able to respond to inbox messages right away, use away messages to send automatic replies to customers when you can't be there to respond immediately. Think of it kind of like your out of office message for your work email. These can be helpful if you receive messages after business hours and want people to know that you have received their message and will respond once you return. Now, your page's response rate and response time measure how quickly and consistently you and other people who manage your page respond to messages. Now, remember, if you respond to 90% of your messages within 15 minutes, you'll earn a very responsive to messages badge, which appears at the top. One of the benefits of all of away messages is that they can help you maintain your responsive score when you're unable to send a personal message right away. So example, someone sends you a message after business hours, well, instead of letting it sit there, your auto reply will send that message and our system will recognize it as a reply and you'll still be able to keep that badge. So let's look at how to set up an away message. First, you're going to go to your inbox and then you're going to see automated responses. So once again, on your business page or your messenger, go to your inbox, then automated responses. Next, you're going to see the option that says select away messages. Go ahead and click that. And then what you're going to do next is click the edit button. You can edit your away message and then even schedule when you want it to run for you. As you can see there, you can see the time frames and all the options you have to schedule when your automatic responses will work on your behalf when you're not available. Once you do that, click save at the top right, the blue button, and then voila, you have your automated messages set up for you. So I know that was a lot, but let's look at some best practices for messaging your customers. If you have a pen and pad, this is a great time to take some notes. First, set a welcome greeting. In Messenger, you can set a customizable greeting to appear when someone begins a conversation with your page for the first time. This greeting appears before any messages are sent and can provide information you want people to have before they message you, or you can even thank people for reaching out before you can respond personally. Next, set expectations with instant replies. Instant replies enable you to write, save, and reuse messages. These can be especially useful for commonly asked questions like your hours, email, or phone number. Next, use an away message if you can't be there, which we all can't be there 24/7. So whenever you're away from your computer or phone, you can turn on away messages to let customers know that you will respond soon. This helps you maintain responsiveness rating and sets expectations for your customers. And lastly, write the way you speak. Messaging is a direct and personal communication channel, so it's best to keep a friendly and respectful tone when you respond to your customers.
Tristan, I'm going to have to interrupt you there because we're right up against time.
Okay.
One thing I'd like to do, since we're not going to be able to do Q&A, is maybe you could tell us where our attendees can go to not only get more information about this, but maybe there are groups that they could join in order to share information and best practices.
Absolutely. We were actually a couple of slides away, so let me go straight to it then. So one resource we have available for them is facebook.com/blueprint, as they can see on their screen. So facebook.com/blueprint, that has modules that walks them through step by step. So we have to do this quickly, but they can go step by step when they go to that resource from a trainer. And another resource we have is the Boost with Facebook group. So if they go to their Facebook page, in the search bar, type in Boost with Facebook US. We have over 30,000 small business owners in there and employees from Facebook. So when you post questions in there and ask for resources, you have someone that can help you out there right on the spot. So those are 2 resources available for them.
And before I wrap things up, is there a place that they can contact for technical questions? Somebody had a problem with a ban, but they wanted to still be able to do some things to support their chamber.
Absolutely. So the best place would be the Facebook group, Boost with Facebook US. That's one of the most common questions we get, and there are resources in there, people that can reply directly, or modules in there as well.
Terrific. I'm sorry to cut you short. Everyone, thank you so much for joining us today, and thank Tristan for sharing his expertise. Please remember to visit the Facebook profile page where you can find a lot more resources. And within the next 12 hours, you'll have a recording of this training as well as any other supporting documents. So thank you. The next session begins at 2:30. Tristan, I'm going to bid you farewell, and I will see you again on a training in the near future.
Awesome. I look forward to it. Thank you.
Take care.